Well, hello, welcome everybody. New experience here on the way to Newark. Inclement lighting, I know, but I'm driving on the way to the airport, hoping to catch my flight home to San Diego. Had the chance to attend Microsoft's Connect event today. And yeah, I really don't know what I can do about this live, but turning it off is not better, so let's keep it on. Interesting announcement from Microsoft and Google Hangouts let me down, right? It's Holger Mueller from Constellation Research. Follow me at Twitter at HolgerMU, HOLGRMU. We'll do the overlays later. No idea what's happening with the overlay of Google Hangouts, so not good. Second time we have a bug here. Ironically, at a Microsoft event. But what are the key takeaways of this event? And one of them is actually Google, and what would have been an April Fool's tag a couple of years ago, or 3 or 4 years ago, is that Google is partnering with Microsoft. Google is supporting .NET as a piece which will run on Google Cloud Platform, was running already in Google Cloud Platform, all for attracting more load to their own infrastructure as a service. Good news also from Microsoft perspective, this is why they did the deal, because the validation of .NET and goes along the story of investment protection, which Microsoft is in generally issuing for their customers. Build something Microsoft will run on multiple platforms, that's the Universal Windows platform, but now on multiple infrastructure as a service offerings too. It's been running on .NET since a while already, on AWS since a while already. So interesting enough announcement. In the same category also is, remember the old Microsoft Balmer days when it was all about Windows and Linux was the evil empire. Microsoft's been running Linux since a very long time in Azure, and now formalized relationship by becoming a member, and I think a platinum sponsor of the Linux Foundation. Makes a lot of sense. If you're part of it, you want to influence it. You want to make sure that the directions taken is the right direction. And you can do this by, well, being a sponsor, being a member at the highest level, which I guess is the Platinum Foundation. So 2 surprising announcements, all showing that it's the new Microsoft, which no longer keeps things for legacy and close to their chest, but pushes out, goes out to the other platforms, enables multi-platform and now multiple IaaS development. Third takeaway, obviously, this is a developer event, so not so much developers in the audience. It's Visual Studio, tons of things to make teams and developers more productive. Teams is one of the additions. Around testing, lots of leverage of Xamarin, both from a testing and execution perspective. No continuous integration, helping teams to push their code out. And last but not least, surprising, another example, right back in the 90s, Microsoft helped to save Apple by putting Office on the Mac. Now Visual Studio runs on the Mac. I guess it's a couple of million Mac sales of potential Microsoft developers who've been stuck to the Windows platform with a lack of support and might now considering a machine with root logo. And then tons of other things. I mean, I might compare it. Maybe there's more going on, and this might be actually interesting, holding my hand in front of the lamp. Potentially more announcement at Connect than at Build, which is usually the premier larger event, or premier is not sure, but definitely larger from attendance event. And there are lots of push on different products. So a new service pack on SQL Server. So a cool demonstration on column store performance search. Everything was done really well from demo perspective. It was all about a bike rental company around New York. All the demos had a red thread. That's a ton of work in the back end. I hope the audience appreciated it, but I remember that from my vendor days. And then push on the big data side with both of the Azure Data Lake Analytics and Store and the Azure Data Lake Store. So things to build, do more big data projects. We know big data projects are essential for next generation application. All of the 7 generic use cases we track at Constellation for building next generation applications have a vital big data component. So good to see that Microsoft is doing the progress. What's my overall point of view? A lot of progress by Microsoft to help enterprise build apps and move them to the cloud, both from a hybrid support and most crucially, help them build these next generation applications by making developers more productive. That's it pretty much from me, going through the, I think it's New Jersey Pembroke toll station right now. Appreciate you watching, sorry for the inclement conditions. This is Holger Mueller from Constellation Research. You can reach me at Twitter at HolgerMU, HOLGRMU. Thanks for watching.